What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time, and today is the return of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Xenoblade 2. If you're watching this, this is recorded a very long time ago because I'm surprising everyone by playing Xenoblade 2 after finishing Xenoblade 1, which will be right here. So in the event, I had to pretty much clear my backlog of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stuff. So as you're watching this, I've already started to play the game, but as I'm recording this, I have not started. So I'm hearing all the songs first, or the songs requested to me. We're hearing two songs today from the channel Max G. We have Still Move Forward, composed by Kenji Hiramatsu, and then Battle in the Skies Above from Ace. It's requested by J2O Juiced. I don't know anything about Xenoblade 2. I don't want to know anything about Xenoblade 2. That's why I'm playing it. So I'm gonna just not even pay attention to this image and just hear some sick tunes. That sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? Make sure this is all muted. Cool. Alright. Still Move Forward. I love Kenji Hiramatsu, by the way. He has such a flavorful way of writing. Nice. I like how Xenoblade always combines string sections with the guitar. It's really cool. The synthesizer has made an appearance in Xenoblade. Oh. I think I lean more towards Kenji's music in the series. I'm guessing a battle theme again. The energy is just screams battle theme to me. Oh, that's so cool. What was the only thing missing? Is the synth solo from Xenoblade. This soundtrack, this game has such a complete soundtrack. It has everything. Oh, those drums, dude. That big bang. That was cool. The drums are fantastic, dude. I can't get over it. Listen to his feet. His feet. Ooh. The drum set in Xenoblade 2 is very impressive. They cranked it up too. For sure. Yeah, that was sick. The drums remind me of a game called King of Fighters. Oh, there was a lot going on in that. That was sick. Okay. So again, if you're unaware, which you may not be, but you know, I found Xenoblade through this channel. I decided to play it because the music was so cool. I just finished Definitive Edition with Feature Connected as well. And now I'm going pretty much straight into the sequel. I haven't done that in a very, very long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I did anything like that, where I just went straight into the next game. So I'm very curious, you know, and I also don't want to know anything. So if you want to know just how much I don't want to know anything, you can look at any of the comments for the past, like, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition stuff, and I've not acknowledged any of them. I haven't read a single one. So not that I don't trust people, but you never know. It only takes one person to just kind of, you know, tell me something I don't want to hear. So anyways, that's another big reason I want to get into it straight away. But also, it's just a good game. You know, I like the mechanics, and I feel like I haven't even mastered them yet. Even after 150 hours and so, I feel like there's still much to learn, and I like that. I don't feel like I've like I can just steamroll my way through. Like, I feel like it's still a very new series to me, and I like that it's, you know, I only get this experience one time ever. So I take it to heart, and yeah. So yeah, by the time you're watching this, I'm already playing Xenoblade 2. But anyways, so the last couple songs I've heard have all had this energy. So I'm starting to think at least the first couple of requests are going to be like battle themes, because those are like the requests that people always suggest battle themes almost ahead of anything else first. I've noticed there's like a ranking when people send me stuff. There's like boss themes, battle themes, and then everything else kind of just falls under that, like your stage themes and your ambient stuff and story stuff. This to me, once again, now that I know, air quotes, know Xenoblade, what it sounds like, just screams at me another battle theme. There seems to be quite a handful of battle themes in this one, and this one was pretty cool, actually. Like, well, they all are, but you know what? I'm gonna sound like a broken record in these videos, because guess what? The music is really cool in Xenoblade. So this one, the last one I heard, which was Incoming, that one had a big emphasis on the guitar, and I explained it was very expressive and just really cool. This one had a big emphasis on the drums, at least for me. I don't think it was supposed to be a main takeaway. There's obviously, drums are never really supposed to be the main takeaway, right? It's, at least I'd assume, most of the writing, if any game of any song, the drums are just, while very important, they're not meant to be focused on, really, kind of. I don't know. I've always done it. I've always focused on it. Maybe people like me are the reason why I get viewers, is because you also do the same thing. You know, I'm not saying I'm unique to that. It's just you found your audience, you found your people, because we also dissect stuff. Or I've been told many times too that because I listen to all these things, that sometimes I'll have you notice things you didn't notice before, and that's really cool too, because you can kind of experience a song all over again in a way, you know. So I try to get the most out of it in every video within like what, a 3 to 6 minute window. Like, it's a bit of a challenge, but I do listen to everything. And this one, the drums really, for me, was the highlight. It just sounded really good. Most of what I've heard from Xenoblade 2, at least recently, has been this high energy stuff. So it's got the drum set. I'm not too sure what the rest of the percussion in the game sounds like. I doubt it's all a drum set with the snare and toms. It's probably like world instruments, bongos, and stuff like that. I haven't heard much of that yet. And then it's been a while since I've heard Xenoblade 2 in general, like even before this run of videos that I'm doing right now. So, but anyways, what I'm getting at is like the energy level in 2 seems to be just a little above 1. Not a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's just like a subjective preference. If you like it or not, cool. You know, but I feel like as a developer, you want your next game to be like Xenoblade, but cooler and more. You know, of course, you want to outdo yourself every time. So I think that's what happened. You know, like they really cranked the battle themes, and it's called Still Move Forward, which is a little vague, but I'm just going to assume it's just let's just take a guess that it's a variation of a named enemy. That's kind of all I got. Also, Kenji Hiramatsu. Damn, dude. It's like the way they write is just so expressive and lively. You know? Do I have to remind you how I reacted to Torna's battle? Oh my god, dude. I still remember that to this day. Torna's battle theme. I'll like leave it up here if I remember, but if you haven't seen that video, it's one of my favorite reactions, and a lot of people's favorite reactions. It's like it's become a meme because I like lose it. My soul ascends my body in that song. So, oh, that's another thing too. I get to experience Torna now, finally. Woo! Okay. Anyways, let us still move forward from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is now Battle in the Skies Above. These song titles are like pretty epic. This one's composed by Ace. I don't know the difference between Ace and Ace Plus. I haven't really studied too much of the composition or the composers yet. I know who they are, but I don't know Ace or Ace Plus. I don't know that difference. It's kind of a short song, so here we go. Probably just loops once. Battle in the Skies Above. A little more synth stuff going on. Yeah. See? Oh, this sounds intense as hell. Like giant enemy type of thing. It's wild how much they change from like brutal to like kind of uplifting in their songs. They do it often. But not for very long. Ooh. This reminded me of like Xenoblade X now, sort of. Just a more like technological thing. Oh, it modulated. It went up. Short loop. Wow. It's so cinematic. Overall, the soundtrack sounds bigger. And there's that relief. You can feel like a sigh of relief here. Like you just get your health bar up a little bit. And right as your bar fills up for your talent art, music comes back. Reminding you that this is still an intense moment, you know. Whoa, dude. Xenoblade 2 is like... It's really weird for me because here's what to remember. I started with Xenoblade 2, the music. I heard Counterattack first. And I have to be honest, I don't remember what that sounds like. I have to rehear it again. It'll come back to me once I start hearing it again. But that was a while ago, dude. That was like 2+ years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And then since then, I've heard, you know, a myriad of Xenoblade Definitive Edition, 2, 3. I've heard a pretty much mixed assortment of Xenoblade music. So I kind of forgot what Xenoblade 2 sounds like and 3 because I've been so immersed in 1. I played 1. I don't play games that often, so I played all of 1. And if you've seen my playthrough at all, you'll understand what I mean by played. Like I don't just blow through a story. I do without completionist. I pretty much do everything. You know, I like to talk to all the NPCs. I do every side quest. I was like over leveled at a point. I had to like expert level down and all that kind of stuff, right? And even after all that time, there were still some outstanding quests because the enemies were too strong. Anyways, so going from all that time of hearing Xenoblade 1 and familiarizing myself with that, all the stuff I've heard from Xenoblade 2 so far, coming back to it, and after a game that came before it, it sounds really intense. Like, of course, not every song is going to be like this, but I feel like for the battle themes, at least, and this isn't saying they're better or worse, but the energy is cranked. Like, there's a lot of juice in these songs. Like, for example, in Xenoblade 1, there was some, like, pretty energetic songs. Like, Mechanical Rhythm is pretty heavy. That kind of stuff. But this one, like, there's a lot of consistent, like, drive and beat and energy, and it just kind of really pumps you up. But what's cool about Xenoblade music is that they have this relief section, like the kind of chorusy section. So it doesn't sound so intense all the time. Like, it kind of gives you, it's sort of like a fluctuation of a battle. I'm sure that's intended, right? A battle isn't always, do your thing, do your auto attack, and you're good. You're gonna get hit or toppled out of nowhere, and then like you have to heal up, and so there's like that the dynamic. And Xenoblade is a really cool like way of inserting those like happy-ish sounding moments in their battle themes to kind of give you like an uplifting thing. A good example of that would be Final Fantasy VII's main battle theme. Dun 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 da 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 da. Right, all that is pretty intense, and then in the second half it gets like light. So it's like I really like when battle themes do that. It's just a little bit of a glimmer of hope, on top of being brutal as hell. So that was it. I thought there was another song coming up. That went by quick. Battle in the Skies Above. Okay, so the only thing that came to mind here, besides obviously a battle, is this is the feeling I got, because again, I've played 1, so I'm going to assume a lot of the formula is kind of the same, or maybe it's totally different. But in my head, this sounds like, to me, the equivalent of going from the Bionis to the Mechonis, where the battle theme changed, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Like, this sounds like a later battle theme. That's the only way I can put it. Yeah. or vice versa. Because I've heard 4 battle themes back to back, basically, that I think are battle themes. I heard Battle, Incoming, Still Move Forward, and Battle in the Skies Above. Those to me all sounded like battle themes, and out of those 4, obviously they're in different regions or different characters too. But my guess specifically is that by the intensity of it, it sounds like later. So the funny thing about me doing all these guesses and stuff is, like, later on, I can rewatch these after I beat the game and be like, "Wow, you were way off," or "Yeah, you were close." So it's just fun to just kind of throw shots in the dark. Anyway, that was Still Move Forward and Battle in the Skies Above. Thank you, J2O Juiced. The playthrough for my Xenoblade stuff and any other game I play is right here. Thank you to the Xenoblade fans for always being very, very supportive and very passionate. Thank you to all my Patreon members here. I cannot be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Peace.